You're watching Your View.
Thank you for joining us. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, great friends. What's up? It is a Friday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew, wherever you're with us today. If you are listening on 1090 on the radio, awesome to have everybody here. I told a story earlier this week about some guy coming up to me in a restaurant going, "Hey, I thought I heard you guys were back on, but my driving patterns have changed. What's the deal?" Yeah, we're back on 1090. If you are tuning in between 3 and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, we are back on 1090. Every day you can find us real easily on YouTube, and that's where we've got the YouTube chat going. We got all the great friends involved. People are leaving thumbs up, and they're leaving comments, and they're just hanging out all afternoon with us on in the background. And no, if you get into the evening hours, you get into that 7 to 8 o'clock time, we are on Channel 4 San Diego and Channel 4 in Santa Barbara, Channel 118 in Orange County in Palos Verdes. And so, hey, by the way, at some point this summer, I'm definitely planning on getting up to Santa Barbara. So I know it's going to be hard for me to walk down the streets now that we're just such monster, huge TV stars in Santa Barbara. But I definitely plan on spending
It'd be my second time. It'd be my second time doing that.
Second time in Santa Barbara for you, Brown?
My second time being followed due to my celebrity.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, if you're just getting with us, we got started today. Grande brought to the table that Gavin Newsom is incentivizing people to get the vaccination by putting out essentially a lottery where 10 Californians are all going to win $1.5 million for either getting vaccinated or having been vaccinated. Yo, vaccinated right here. And I've already donated 10% of my winnings to underserved schools' athletic departments throughout San Diego County. So I now must win so that the kids can win. Because if I don't win the $1.5 million, that means $150,000 is not going right back into the community where it's needed.
Then you become,
I need to win.
Then you become Boltman 2.0, promising money to children who are not going to get it.
Right. I can't be Dean Spanos. Dean Spanos makes commitments to charities and then says, "Oh, sorry, I don't have the cash. So you're going to have to wait it out." And you imagine these charities are like, in our budget, we actually budgeted the $1 million that you were donating to us. And then that $1 million was going to go towards this, and this. And now we don't have that money, Mr. Spanos.
Is that the worst thing that he's ever done as an owner? I bet that's a genuine, serious question. When you what do you say? Commit yourself to donating $22 million to charity and other charitable foundations, and you don't do it. That's not like $1,000. It's not $500. This is life-changing money. Probably some charities won't even survive. Is this the worst thing he's done as an owner?
I would say yes, because all the other things were football or business related. Like, this is literally something he never even had to say he was doing, or he never really had to do. But then you said you were going to do these things, and then you reneged on them. So I would say this is probably the worst thing, because it's more of a human level. It's not business. It's not football. It's not community relations. Well, it is community relations, but you're taking money from people who you didn't even have to give it to.
No, you committed the money to organizations that rely on donations. And now, what was the word you used? He did what? What did you say, Browner? He what?
When?
You just said he's not going to satisfy his commitment. You called it, what did you call that word? What did you say?
I don't know.
Oh, all right.
I got a lot of words. I'd be saying a lot of words.
I thought I heard the N word in the middle of all of that rant.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
What? Why would
First the F word, now the N word?
Why would you do that to me? Why would I use that language in description of Dean Spanos and nothing about him that?
All right, good. I'm glad I didn't hear what I thought I heard.
What you doing on a Friday?
I'm getting ready for Beer Friday on a Friday. Okay. Listen, is it the worst thing that Dean Spanos has ever done as an owner? Listen, anything that he can't fulfill financially to the NFL, oh, well, that's the deal. They let him move to LA. They told him it was going to cost $650 million. They knew what his bank statement said, and they still allowed him to go. So if he doesn't pay the NFL, oh, well, a bunch of billionaires didn't make a couple $100 million. But when you've got $20+ million committed to organizations, to charities, again, remember, you got to understand, when somebody wealthy, not that I know this personally, but I mean, I know how it works. When somebody wealthy makes a donation to an organization, they may say this: we're going to donate $5 million. And they show up with the big check. You guys have seen the big check, right? And they show up with the big check and they $5 million. Wow, what a guy. But the $5 million is $5 million over the course of 10 years, right? So that's $500,000 a year for 10 years. They don't show up and write a check for $5 million. Here's how much money we're going to give you each year over the next 10 years. It's all tax planning. The fact that he is not fulfilling these commitments is just awful, because I'm telling you right now, I sit on the board of several different charitable organizations. We look at every dollar. How are we going to get more money in so that we can do more good out there? Now, all of a sudden, that line of $500,000 that the Chargers or the Spanoses were supposed to give us, Grande, it's gone.
Long gone. Also, another thing, yesterday we spent the whole segment talking about how we don't understand why people support Dean Spanos, or why they're not calling for Dean Spanos to sell the team. And the brainwash that some of these NFL teams have over fans is just crazy. It's people legitimately still defend it. They're like, I don't root for an owner. I root for a team. I've never once rooted for. It's like, never said you were rooting for him. Just saying, why are you not pushing for this man to sell? And they still can't even do that.
Because when they sell the team, man, when you push to sell the team will still be the team. So therefore, the rotten part of it, you've now taken out. And guess what? You now still got what you wanted, the team, because that's what you're rooting for.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, when the Chargers sell and Spanos is gone, the Chargers are still going to be the Clippers until they're not. Because even the Clippers, who had the worst owner and got a great owner, and he's moving them out of their arena because that's not their arena. He needs his own arena. They're still the Clippers. And I'm going to be real curious tonight to see if Dallas can put him away. If Dallas goes up 3-0 on the Clippers, that's it. It's over. Same goes last night, really, for the Lakers, taking a 2-1 lead over the Suns. I don't know about you guys, but I'll just throw this out there this way. I don't look at the Suns now as posing any threat of any kind to the Lakers. For all the Laker fans that were out there that were very quiet, well, I shouldn't say quiet, that were very confident. In fact, I would push arrogant, because it's an entitled thing. You know, oh, the Suns, please give me a break. I was a little different. I was like, you know what? I'm not so sure going in on all this. I'm really not. And even last night, watching Anthony Davis clutching and grabbing his calf, but knowing what LeBron James is, the force that LeBron James is, the way the Lakers beat down the Suns late in that game, that series is over. Am I off here?
No, and I got it. You know what's funny? I got a big time, and I'm not comparing Booker to Kobe as far as what he's going to turn into, but I got a huge big time vibe of Kobe versus the Jazz before he won anything on the Lakers with Devin Booker. He's taking these bumps and bruises. He's taking these L's. He doesn't know how to lose. He doesn't even know how to win a big game yet. He's learning, man. The Suns aren't ready. That's just simple as that. They're a good team. They can be a very good regular season team. They're just not ready. They're not ready for that type of pressure. They're not ready to be in that kind of spotlight yet. Chris Paul never has been. He's hurt anyways. But Booker, he's just not there yet. You could see it. The frustration boiled over completely yesterday with that foul on Schroeder. I don't even think it was that big a deal, but to push a dude like that, that's just frustration boiling over. He disappeared. I believe he said 30 minutes without one field goal for Devin Booker. You're never going to win a game like that if you're the Suns, but I'm getting that vibe of this team just doesn't know how to win a playoff series yet. And yeah, they're facing LeBron, and yeah, they're facing AD, and it looks like they're kind of coming back into it. But man, the Suns are just simply not ready. They might win another game in the series, but they ain't winning the series.
I'd have a hard time believing they're going to win another game in this series. Just based
they'll win
on
another game. They'll win
I don't
another
know, man.
game.
I thought the Suns would win in 6, but when you look at Chris
Lakers.
Paul, who's now hurt, what did I say?
Suns win in 6. Lakers win in 6.
I thought that the Lakers would win in 6. Thank you.
Yeah.
But when you look at Chris Paul being hurt now, and his contribution in this game for the Suns is 7 points, you're not winning.
He was good. He was good until halftime. After halftime, he came out of halftime and he started like doing this little fling thing with his arm where he wasn't shooting like he was in the first 2 quarters. He was throwing the ball, and those shots aren't going to go in because that's not his proper form. That's not what he's been practicing. I think the Suns will win another game. I just think that what we're seeing is that Devin Booker isn't the. See, you think that he's going to make this ascension to a Kobe level shooter? Not
no,
the
that's
player,
literally what I said. I'm not saying he would. That's the first thing I said. I'm not saying he will, but I'm saying that's the vibe I'm getting. Kobe airballing threes against the Jazz is the vibe I'm getting from Booker right now.
Kobe Bryant airballed those threes because he took them. Devin Booker is passing the second there's a hint of a double team. Young Kobe, old Kobe, hurt Kobe. Ain't passing out no double team. He's shooting because now guess what? Somebody else go get the rebound. What Devin Booker's doing is youth. He's vanishing. And I mean vanishing. A guy who averages as much points as he does and can score as well as he does should not be invisible for the last 7 quarters. They're not winning because he's not producing. So I think if he shakes out of it, that's when they'll win another game. If he doesn't shake out of it, DeAndre Ayton's going to have to score 30, which isn't going to happen.
This was the sign of them just quitting yesterday.
Quitting.
Frustration.
They were done.
Over.
They were done.
They were beat. Yes.
They were getting beaten down.
LeBron
was completely clowning. I mean, there's that play where LeBron is on Crowder and he's leaning back, and you can see Andre Drummond on the bench, who's pretty much telling Crowder, "Look, this is what he's doing to you. I'm just right behind LeBron." And by the way, he had to finish this play because if he doesn't finish that play, it's cute and it's fun and the bench is into it, but without the finish, it's not really a highlight. And so, at this point, the Lakers are clowning these guys. You know, the Lakers can feel their frustration. LeBron is putting on a show. You know, at one point he gets pushed down by Crowder right at half court, and then goes running back towards the Laker bench, like standing there like a boxer who didn't want to. What was this part where he's like,
"Oh, your breath
in
stinks."
his face. Oh, your breath stinks. I thought he was trying to say, "Yo, man,"
or "You stink."
What's going on? Yeah. So then he gets pushed down, and now it's like, okay, I'll just stand here. I don't even. And the bench has come to life. The Lakers have right now something they didn't have a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago, it was kind of tense. Like, oh man, what are we going to be? What's going to happen? Who's going to be healthy? Oh my goodness, how good are we? Are we not? Are we really all? Now it looks like a college team where everybody's jumping around and having a great time. They got the energy back, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
This team, what you're seeing with Jay Crowder is when people tell you, oh, this guy's a good defender, like what Luka's doing to Patrick Beverly. That guy's a good defender. No. LeBron did this to him last year in the bubble when he played for the Heat. LeBron doesn't have any respect for him. I've never seen LeBron clown another player, publicly attempt to embarrass another player the way he did Jay Crowder. So somebody else now has to guard him because if I'm Jay Crowder, you got to fight me. You got to fight me now, LeBron, because I'm fouling the hell out of you multiple times. You don't clown me like this. You don't disrespect me like this. But for that part of being a part of that little push, which was dumb, Schroeder, man up, bro. I get people flop. I know you French or whatever you are. You see how he rolled? Play it again. Play it again.
He's not French. I think he's German.
German, French, they all soft. Look at this guy.
Let's see what happens. All right.
Roll.
So he gets pushed down.
What you rolling for?
Gets pushed down.
Get into push-up position.
Stop.
Get into push-up position.
The third roll.
Look at him.
One.
The third roll.
2. 3. 4. Yeah. 5. Yeah.
6. Get out. You're ejected. 6 fouls.
What it does, the Lakers were great last night. They seem to have found their rhythm against this team. The question is, what is Monty Williams going to do about answering Devin Booker being double teamed?
Nothing. They're not going to do anything about it because there's no Chris Paul. And Chris Paul is going to look back on this season and go, yeah, I helped Phoenix. They were nothing. I got them into the second position. The Clippers bailed on us and had us play the Lakers as they were coming back together and getting back to life. And I got hurt again. And that's the deal. And so there's nothing that the Suns can do.
Yes, it is.
Again,
yes,
I
it
thought,
is.
Okay, tell me what they can
strategically stop having Devin Booker dribble the ball up the court, because having him dribble it up the court allows the defense to key in on him. It's the same thing teams were doing on Giannis last year. When you dribble the ball up, everybody can zone in on you, and then they can start leaking off and double teaming you. If he's coming off down screens, flares, and back picks, you can't do that.
Okay, there you go, coach.
By the way, Chris Paul's dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Yes.
Dirty.
He tripped the guy last night.
Look at this. He legitimately kicked Kuzma.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, dirty. The guy does it every single game. There's something going on with that guy.
Yes, he's a dirty player.
Dirty.
Period.
I've never liked Chris Paul. Actually, I remember when he was a Laker for like 8 hours. I was super stoked, but it was like a blessing in disguise. Like I love rooting against Chris Paul. I hated him when he was a Clipper. I hated him when he was a Rocket. I don't really hate him now because I feel bad for the old man. But he's a dirty man. He's so dirty, dude. When
the other day,
Rondo punched him in the face last year was one of my favorite moments of the entire
so
season.
Great.
It was so great. When he yanked on LeBron's arm in Game 2 and
that's
LeBron flopped like a fish. I was like, I don't really think that's dirty, man. I really don't. But when you see the play there where he clearly trips Kuzma, for everybody that tells me how dirty he is, I'm like, yeah, you kind of got a point.
Because he's great at being dirty. So it's hard for a person who doesn't really see it to really see it until it's slow motion replayed. He's doing stuff all game like that.
So we're
all game.
Yesterday, I listen. I know Browner is a huge Chris Paul. And he's like, without a healthy Chris Paul, they have no chance. But
0 chance.
I was surprised. I legitimately was very, very surprised how invisible Booker turned into. I can't emphasize, like in my mind, I legitimately thought he was a better player. I thought he was up for the task, against to go to the pressure. He could still do it this series, but what I've seen so far in the last 2 games, he's not there. He's not even close to being there.
Who did you say? I didn't hear what you said. Who is not?
Devin Booker.
Oh, I just did not hear
Devin Booker is just
name you were talking
about.
And
then our boy Ryan Phillips, shout out to him, best tweet of the night. He's just trying to get home to Kendall Jenner early, and I was like, don't blame the guy. Get there, bro.
And when they get down 3-1 for like for the second half of the 4th game that they lose, he's gonna start scoring points.
This is the second injection he's got against the Lakers. There's something going on where he just does not. I haven't watched any Suns game besides the last 3, so I don't really know if he just cowers under pressure all the time, but he's not doing it right now at all. It's a very bad look for someone that thinks he's going to be what he thinks he's going to be.
Give credit to KCP. He's playing amazing defense on him, and that can be very frustrating when a guy's playing that good defense on you and you're not getting foul calls.
That's going to be another interesting part of this. What happens to him? Because they said he had a thigh contusion.
Mm-hmm.
They have 2 days off
out long. Yeah, they got time. So they'll play Sunday, the Lakers and the Suns. And then is it Tuesday? Is that Game 5? Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, hey, listen, entertaining game last night. I can tell you that. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but the Padres had played earlier in the day against Milwaukee. The Dodgers were playing at the same time against the Giants, and I just was zoned in on the Laker game last night. I really wasn't watching.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Speaking of yesterday, can't let you, before we get to Padres and baseball and NL West and sponsors, where the hell did you go? You just left me and Browner high and dry in the final segment of the show.
Yeah, we were in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah, but highlight of the day.
Yeah, highlight of the day.
I showed a fight with the Padres tin caps, and you could not care less. You would look distracted. You looked like you wanted to leave, and then you legitimately left.
Yeah. Yep, I did. There are certain moments when, as a parent, you just got to go deal with something with your kid, and sometimes you're like, I'm working, but then you're like, you know what, right now I got to go deal with something right now, needs to be dealt with. And and I've actually got a lot of messages from people yesterday, like, yo, is everything okay? Because I was watching towards the end of the show and all of a sudden you bounced and Grande and Browner brought it home. And I was like, yeah, dude, I just had to go deal with something. Listen, that's the beauty of having 2 partners, man.
Working from home.
Nice part. Yeah. That's right.
So then we had a discussion about if your daughter's got into a fight on video, would you allow us to put the video in our fight segment?
It depends. It
depends.
What
I said.
It depends on who's getting their ass kicked.
Exactly. Yeah. I said, it has to be the 2 that are of age. Like I wouldn't show a kid fight. Secondly, I think if either Justin or your oldest daughter are like legitimately winning the fight, you probably show it.
Yeah.
But if they're like losing, we're probably not showing that fight.
Like I have these nightmares now about my kids being at a stadium and a fight happening and them not knowing what's going on. And some Dodger fan punching my kid in the face and he's down on the ground. He's getting punched over and over and over again. And then he gets up. He's like, okay, now I want some more. And then his girlfriend pulls him back and he hits the ground. I mean, that Dodger fight. And I'll say one thing, Channel 4, I didn't know what kind of reaction we get. They're leaning in on it because it's a story. I mean, it really is a story. What's happening, violence amongst fans in stadiums. Give me 1 second, by the way, really quickly. I want to mention before we hit this first break, our friends at HES Solar. HESsolar.com. But our friend Spencer Holt is the guy you need to talk to. Spencer at HESsolar.com. Spencer's a guy we've known for a really long time, worked with him forever at 1090. He got into the solar industry because he was a sales guy. He got into the solar industry, and now he helps companies save lots of money by reducing their utility bills, their electric bills. I mean, down to like Zippo. And I don't mean like 00, but I'm talking like big electric bills down to tiny little electric bills. So if you have a company and you've got office space or a building, or you've got a shopping center, or you're a YMCA, whatever it might be. I mean, listen, Spencer can help you guys. Spencer at HESsolar.com, Spencer at HESsolar.com. Start saving money. Stop wasting it with these giant electric bills. HESsolar, HESsolar.com. Spencer is the email, Spencer at HESsolar.com. All right. Somehow we got into Spanos. We transitioned into Lakers. We're going to definitely talk about the Padres, the Astros series that's starting this weekend. Big series. And the Dodgers and the Giants for a 4-game series. And it's Beer Friday with Hodads. So everybody stay with us. We got a great show.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Catch Kaplan and Crew Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. If you've listened to Scott Kaplan the last 20 years, you know one thing. He likes to stir up some A new generation of radio. The all-new and mightier 1090. Happening all month long at BMW of San Diego. Get 0.9% APR for 36 months on all in-stock 2017, 2018, and 2019 BMW certified models. BMW San Diego, Kearney Mesa Road and the 163.
Great things can be achieved when a community comes together. Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community. Watch Doing More Sunday night at 6 on YourView or stream it online at yourview.com. Doing More is brought to you in part by the San Diego Food Bank.
Don't worry, Gracie. The curtain only goes up when everyone has a part to play. Whoa, okay, I gotcha. Uh-oh, whoa, watch out for those audio cables.
I'm gonna be sick.
To the left! I am not going out there without Gracie.
Neither am I. A little help?
No pressure.
Happening all month long at BMW of San Diego. Get 0.9% APR for 36 months on all in-stock 2017, 2018, and 2019 BMW certified models. BMW San Diego, Kearney Mesa Road and the 163.
Let's take it up a notch with Kaplan and Crew tonight's Premium Boost, powered by the mightier 1090.
We are in the hope business. What we do every day and what we've done for 40 years is to provide kids and families going through critical illnesses hope that tomorrow's going to be a better day. My favorite wish is the next one, because that is the power of our organization, is to bring hope to kids who are going through something right now, and hope can't wait. So people can get involved now by donating resources. They can donate in kind. They can donate their time as volunteers. They can donate dollars, because kids are still getting diagnosed with illnesses that qualify for Make-A-Wish every day. So people can visit us online at sandiego.wish.org. They can visit us and follow us on social media. There are so many ways to get connected, and people can help in many, many different ways. We need your support now more than ever, because illness doesn't take a vacation and it doesn't take a break because of COVID-19.
Welcome to the Jacobs & Cushman San Diego Food Bank and our 90,000 square foot facility. We feed 350,000 people every single month. Many people ask, how can I help? You can volunteer for the San Diego Food Bank. Just go to san-diegofoodbank.org, register to volunteer. No group is too small, no group is too large, but those volunteers are integral to our success in feeding the community. Another way you can help is by hosting a food drive. Just go online and register your group, your company, or your organization. It's that easy. Another great way is through our virtual food drive, where you can literally buy food on our behalf. Lastly, another great way to make an impact is to go online and make a financial contribution to the San Diego or North County Food Bank. On behalf of the San Diego Food Bank, our staff, our volunteers, and the 350,000 people we serve every month, thank you for helping us fight hunger and feed hope in San Diego County.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's Premium Boost is powered by the Mightier 1090.
Hey, it's Pharrell here, inviting you to catch my shows on the Mightier 1090. We're on twice every Monday through Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. and 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific. Trust me, all the other sports stations are sleeping with your wife.
The all-new and Mightier 1090.
Adios, love handles.
Adios, couch.
Adios, Quarantine 15.
Say adios to the quarantine bod with Pollo Fit Bowls, made with fire-grilled chicken and organic super greens from El Pollo Loco.
Moore's Cancer Center is the only comprehensive cancer center in San Diego, which has NCI designation, which NCI stands for National Cancer Institute. And this is designated to only the highest possible ratings for cancer centers in the country. And that means that it's experts in every medical subspecialty pushing boundaries for difficult to treat cancers. We have a unique blend of cancer research and patient care, which really helps us take care of the whole patient from bench to bedside interventions with the latest research, and we're really pushing the boundaries to treat each individual cancer as much as possible. We're very proud of our leadership here in the community at UCSD.
We have a term for typical cheese-filled, grease-covered, regret-inducing takeout. That's why dinner from El Pollo Loco is always fire-grilled, freshly prepared, feel-good food. The $20 Familia Dinner from El Pollo Loco.
Kaplan and Crew tonight presents Sports in a Minute.
Orange County Soccer Club got the win in their home opener last weekend, 1-0 against Sacramento Republic FC. Area native Chris Wehan scored the lone goal in the win, earning the Man of the Match honor. OCSC made adjustments leading up to last weekend that made a difference in the game. The team found more of a rhythm in the midfield, which had been lacking, and moved a couple players' positions around that helped OCSC control possession for most of the game. What may have also helped the momentum for OCSC the most was the fans. Even with the reduced capacity, it was an electric atmosphere with fans back in the stands. OCSC takes on LA Galaxy 2 this Saturday. You can catch the action right here on Your View. I'm Haley Stasiak. That's your Sports in a Minute. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
I've been a part of this community for a long time, and giving back is what we do. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego. Grand prize is this $4 million luxury home, or you could win a car, vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a prize. And you'll feel good knowing your raffle purchase goes to help families like the Lechugas. Get your tickets now for the San Diego Giving Back Raffle.
From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your Health. Join Erica Cardenas as she introduces you to health experts and discover how our daily choices affect our well-being. Plus, learn simple tips for healthier living. Your Health, Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on YourView and YourView.com. Brought to you by La Mesa Rehab, improving the lives of those afflicted by chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Learn more at LaMesaRehab.com.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 in your view, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
All right, everybody, it is a Friday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew. We bring you back inside the 7 Mile Casino studios, and we're getting ready for a Beer Friday being presented by Torrey Holistics. Look, this is a big weekend, holiday weekend. Have fun, do it responsibly. Come to Torrey Holistics. You'll save 20% when you use our promo code Tatis. It's very easy to remember. He's probably your favorite player. The promo code is Tatis. You save 20% when you go to Torrey Holistics, and they got all kinds of things happening this weekend. So make sure you stop by and take advantage of all the specials and discounts and everything that's happening at Torrey Holistics. Okay, Alex, Beer Friday. Browner, it is Beer Friday. Now, here's what I want to say. I'm very excited about this Beer Friday. Usually, I say things like, hey, Alex, introduce us to the guys for Beer Friday. What's going on? But this week, this is one of these deals where I'm already a huge fan, and I haven't even drank the beer yet. But I love the burger, Hodads burger. If I'm down in OB, I'm getting a Hodads burger. Now,
even at Petco, I don't know about you, but at Petco, I'm doing a burger there too.
You know, the Hodads, anywhere you go, man, is packed. People love a Hodads burger.
The bomb one is at Petco, by the way, because now you get to sit and enjoy the game with a big fat bomb burger. That beats the hot dog to me. So I think they may be on to something. Y'all might be the replacement for the hot dog at a ball game.
But did you know that Hodads had a brewery? I didn't know this.
Nope.
Okay. But these guys are great friends. Marlo Murmo is here, and Josh Ferriccioli is here. And these guys run this Hodads brewery that most of us didn't even know existed, but we're all going to learn together. Fellas, great friends. Great to see you. Love the background, the Beat LA license plate. Great friends. What's up, dude?
Excited to be here, Scott. Yes.
I like the Slam Diego tee, the Beat LA license plate in the back, the Hodads button down, the OB
hat.
We're all over you guys today.
What was that?
We're all over you guys today. You guys are looking money.
Oh yeah, just trying to come fresh for the show, say what's up, go Padres.
Can you guys give us the background on Hodads beer? Because everybody knows the burger, but not everybody knows that you guys even brew your own beer. What's the story?
Yeah, for sure. So I was working at Hodads already and was homebrewing, and I would always bring all my beers in for everyone to try. And one thing led to another, and everyone's kind of talked it out. And we said, hey, let's do it. Let's go all in and brew these beers on a bigger scale. And then I met Josh during the process and brought him on.
Yeah, we met at the at SDSU. Actually, they have a beer program there, believe it or not, where you can actually go to school and maybe have a couple samples while you're in class and learn about the business of craft beer. It's an amazing thing. San Diego is a wonderful place to be. It's a great time to be alive.
Yeah, it really is a great time to be alive. So let me ask you this though, Marlo. You're working at Hodads, and you bring in your home, grown beer, if you will, home brewed beer. And when you start to suggest perhaps maybe we ought to do a Hodads beer, is there any resistance early on? Like, hey, look, we're a San Diego institution, and everybody knows Hodads for burgers, and everybody else in San Diego is already in on the beer game. Nah, let's not do that. I mean, was there resistance, or was it, met with, hey, let's do that. That's cool. We are a San Diego brand. We should have our own beer.
Yeah, that's a great question. So this was back in 2015 when I was bringing my beers in, and 2014, 2015, and everyone was super pumped on the beers, but it was more like not really resistance. It was more, how do we make this happen? So we put together a business plan and did the build out at the brewery, and it really was smooth. There wasn't much back push. It was more like, hey, we sell a lot of beer with our burgers. We might as well sell our own beer.
So you guys, I don't know if I remember anybody else. You guys have only worked at Hodads Brewing. Like you guys didn't come from somewhere else, or were you just home brewing and then straight to Hodads?
Another brewery in San Diego before coming on. So yeah, I was working at a brewery while Marlo and I were going to school at SDSU to learn more about the business operations side of running and operating a brewery. And then that's kind of where it came in. Marla did have the homebrew background, but with us combined, having a little bit more, I had a few years of commercial experience under my belt at that time. So we kind of joined forces to make this thing come to life.
So, hey, the San Diego State part of this, you guys are the first people to mention this to us. Makes sense, right? It seems to make sense. I mean, I would think in Northern California, they've got schools where you learn about the wine industry. And I would think that in schools in other parts of the country, Washington or Colorado, you're probably learning about cannabis, I guess. But what is the deal with, what does San Diego State do? Is it a undergraduate degree? Is it a master's degree? And by the way, guys go to medical school to become doctors. They learn how to take care of people's bodies. They don't know how to run a business. It kind of sounds like you guys are talking more about the business of beer and less about the brewing of beer. Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So there are two really great programs in San Diego. UCSD has a more brewing focused program where you will learn more science and stuff like that as far as how to actually brew beer. The SDSU program it's in the College of Extended Studies. So it's about a 2-year program. And it is more focused on operations.
It's called the Business of Craft. Right. So it's more operations, everything to do with running and operating a brewery day to day, all that.
Yeah, exactly.
When you guys get a chance to add another branch to a business like Hodads, and you're really driving that bus, do you find there's certain parts of the city you want to put in the beer, or certain parts about like OB you want to put in the beer, or the location downtown, or now that you're in Petco? Have you guys had any ideas or any drive from those type of things?
Yeah, that's a good question. We, of course, want to grow naturally and organically. So if you go to Ocean Beach or Point Loma, you can find all of our beer at almost every single store on the peninsula, because that's where we have our biggest fans, our loyal following. We do have our beers available at select markets throughout San Diego. There's some like North Park and Normal Heights. We do have some places up there, but really we focused a lot in Ocean Beach and Point Loma because that's where we started. And that's, kind of like our roots. Yeah. And we want to grow organically and branch out from there.
Man, I love Hodads, dude. I always thought the Hodads burger was like the best burger. And I know people have that debate all the time. Hodads, Rockies, whatever.
Hey, we like burgers, man. We eat them all, but Hodads, we'll take it when people love us, and we love the burgers. So, we'll just keep going with that. And when we do something right, like Hodads has been making this burger right for a long time, and we just really want to implement that in our beer and make really solid, good, well-made San Diego beers that could live up to a name like Hodads, because there's a lot of pressure there too, because Hodads is such a big name. So we wanted to make sure that our beers were, top notch, and people throw them right up there with our burgers.
Well, I got a question for you, Marlo, because you said you were working at Hodads and home brewing at the same time. How do you even approach whoever is running Hodads to be like, yo, dude, I actually make beer. Why don't we put it on tap here? What was your position where you had that power to even ask, dude?
So I was actually managing the Ocean Beach location, and so I would just bring in bottles every time I had fresh batches. I'd bring them in for the owner, for the general manager or president, and we'd all drink beers together and then compare them to some other beers, similar styles. And they were like, "Hey, man, these are really good. Like, let's do this."
Shane, Hodads is a family. It's a family-owned business, always has been, and we work with Shane and Jeremy, the president and CEO, all the time to get feedback and just discuss the direction we want to go with things. And they're always open to hear us out. They might not like the ideas or want to put them in play, but there's access to talk to them. They're not sitting up in some ivory tower where we. Does
that help the business? Does that help the camaraderie and the energy of the company when yeah, he may tell me no, but I know I have his ear to be told no, as opposed to you have to talk to 2 other people before you get to the person at the company.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Hodads is family run, family owned, always has been. always will be. And it's like we're all part of the family. It's super tight knit, and yeah, best company I've ever worked for.
All right, we're talking to Josh and to Marlo from Hodads Brewing, something that many people around San Diego may not even realize. They know the burger brand. They didn't realize that the beer goes hand in hand now. This is such a cool thing that you guys are doing. And one of the things I've always loved about Hodads was they do seem to be the kind of company that's willing to take a chance, even just a couple of years ago, I was out at Sequan Casino and they had put in this new food court, and Hodads put a burger joint in there. And I haven't been out there because, the pandemic over the last year and a half, I've been out there and I have no idea what's going on. But I thought that was a gutsy move back then,
Yeah, Sequan kind of partnered up with the same people that do Petco Park for the Padres. So they wanted to instill kind of the same idea that Petco Park does, which is bringing in a lot of local food and beer into the ballpark and really support local business. And that was Sequan's idea behind their build out and behind what they wanted to do there.
Yeah. So I love this idea, though, about, hey, look, we already sell a ton of burgers. We already sell a ton of beer. Why don't we have our own beer? And so now you guys can your own beer. How many different varieties do you have?
So right now we have 3. We started canning back in October. And so we started with 1.
Drink one.
We're up to 3. Drink.
What's the first one? What's the first one we should drink?
Let's drink this. Let's drink this Surf Pump Baja Lager.
All right. So, listen, we love, Browner and I in particular, we love the lagers. Alex is the big IPA drinker. We love the lagers. So I can't wait to try this. Give us some of the inspiration.
This is your everyday, going to the beach, whatever you're doing, going fishing, hanging out in the backyard, whatever you're up to, watching the Padres. This is our Mexican style inspired lager. We call it a Baja. We all grew up camping in Mexico. At least I did. And so this is our inspiration is Mexican lager.
Well, I ain't going camping, but I'll drink this at the beach any day.
Yeah.
You ain't finna get me in no woods.
See, I don't know what it is, but like I could smell it right away and I can taste, I don't know what it is. Like it, how a lot of times when you have a Mexican lager, you'll put a lime in it, Right. I don't know why, but I smelled it right away and I feel like I taste a little sweetness in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's going to be from the flaked maize. Probably we do throw corn in this, which is traditional for the style, just a little bit, but it gives it that sweetness that you don't really pick up in the American style lagers. Yep.
Dude. Browner, what do we think about this, Browner?
It's going to be empty soon. That's what I think.
Really cool.
I drank half of it already somehow.
Yeah, cool labeling. Love the can, and I love the name, Surf Punk Baja Lager. Who's coming up with the names, guys?
We do.
Yeah.
Normally just have a couple beers of whatever we're trying to name. And then it's a lot of looking up to see if that name's already taken.
It's tough out there. There's a lot of names. You think you have a great idea, start searching, and then you find out that 15 other breweries have the same great idea.
Is there a database with beer names that you can check to see if someone's had it?
Yeah, there's one called Brewery Database. There's also an app called Untapped that people use to rate beers.
Yeah.
And then you basically search as many of those as you can and hope that whatever you came up with isn't taken already.
Yeah.
or you come out, you name it the same, but yours be better, so it don't matter what their name is, because yours is better.
The lawyers don't care whose beer's better.
Yeah.
Listen, the lawyers got to drink too, baby. The lawyers got to drink too.
Ask Yellowtail and Ballast Point how that went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at your T-shirt that says Slam Diego, and I'm looking at behind you at the license plate on the wall that says Beat LA. I mean, as really as strong San Diego-based companies, and brands, maybe we should throw in slams in a beer name.
Are these 3 available at Petco?
Yes, sir.
All 3 in cans. Yeah.
Nice.
16 ounce Petco.
16 ounce. Nice. That's where it's at.
So there's a beer fest coming June 18th at Petco, which is amazing, right, guys? Because I think it's the day before June 17th,
right?
Where we go full capacity. So beer fest June 18th, and I guess obviously you guys will be prominently featured there because you're already in the ballpark, right?
Yeah, we'll be pouring. They do a big shindig at the park before the game starts. I think it's usually a couple hours before first pitch. So we'll be pouring draft beer there. We'll have, a whole tent booth set up along with other breweries that are featured throughout the stadium. and we'll be pouring some fresh beer off the faucets there for everybody.
Josh and I will be there.
We'll be there. We'll be there.
Love it. Marlo and Josh are here from Hodads Brewery. The first beer we've tried is called Surf Punk Baja Lager. I guess the best compliment I could give it is I'm pounding the whole beer because it's really, really good. Say again?
Mission accomplished.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
love the color of the can. I love the name. I love the flavor. I think it's got ultimate crushability. And wow, Surf Punk Baja Lager, really, really
We
good.
could bring these on my bachelor fishing trip, right, Browner?
Man, y'all better have a good time.
Hey, you heard what Marlo said. These are perfect beers for fishing all day. We're trying to put together a bachelor party for Alex on the San Diego to go out fishing all day, and Browner doesn't want to go.
Party
Don't,
fishing.
you know what? Don't do that to me. Don't put that pressure on me. That's not what happened. Listen, these dudes know I ain't going fishing. Again, I have a policy. Okay, this is how I've lived so long. Okay, this is how I've made it as a black man in America. Okay, I don't go where they live. They don't come where I live. So I don't go in the woods to camp because that's where the bear's at until they start coming to my place. So a bear start delivering pizza, I ain't going camping. Same thing for sharks. Okay, until sharks start delivering food, I ain't going in the ocean. It's perfectly simple.
Fellas, thoughts, feedback?
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, expand your horizons, Browner. Come on.
Yeah. Sounds like Josh and Marlo are in, but come on, Browner.
I did expand my horizons. I used to only eat chicken. Now I eat sushi.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
But
Nice.
not on a sidewalk.
All right, let's do
No,
this.
no, not on the side.
Let's get to the next beer. Hodads Brewing Company Local, it's called, and this is the West Coast IPA. Can we go into this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go to that one.
I mean, first of
You
all,
want us to go to Hesher first, or how should we do this?
That sure might be a better way to go.
all right.
Come on, Scott. You haven't learned that you do hazy before you go West Coast yet. We've done 50 of these.
My
I
beer.
got to let it because it was Scott, but
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you.
Y'all
not
guys,
making me-
wait, when y'all gonna come out with some brown? Y'all need some brown ale. Y'all need some brown ale.
Called Throwback Brown.
Yeah, I like the name of that right there. What that at?
Yeah.
Don't have that in cans yet. Maybe we'll do a limited thing in the future. We've talked about it, but we have that. That's available at both of our restaurants, downtown and OB. It's a great beer.
There you go, Browner.
I'm coming to OB. I'm coming to OB today. I'm coming to get one today. I need that
Dude,
down brown.
when you're there, can you do us a favor? Buy us each one of those hats that Josh is rocking. I want that OB.
Y'all sell those?
Yeah. Oh, we got them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, get me one of them.
Because my girlfriend is from OB, and I mean she's old school OB, and I need her to rock one of those lids, dude. Yeah.
I'm coming down.
Swing by the brewery, Padilla. We'll take care of you guys.
Padilla. Okay, so this beer is called the Hesher, and this is the Hazy IPA. We got about 3 minutes to go, and I want to get to all these beers in. So Hesher, tell us about the beer Hesher, the Hazy IPA.
Yeah. So Hesher's it's been our best-selling beer so far. Solid hazy IPA. It's a popular style these days. So it's something we introduced. We did just a one-off of it a year and a half or so ago. Went really well, so we decided to keep it rolling. It's got some great hops, really tropical pineapple, mango, papaya type notes come through on it. Use some really fancy hops like Cryo, Equinox, just stuff that has it's just really packed full of flavor and aroma. So kind of lower ABV as far as an IPA goes at 6.2%. So you can kind of have a couple without feeling like you're gonna fall out of your chair, which is always nice.
Alex, Hazy IPA. I'm the lager drinker, but this I like the flavor and I don't feel like it's too heavy.
I love the flavor. I love the aftertaste. I love how smooth it is. Like I don't like hazies when they're too like fruity and too juicy.
Right.
This is like perfect mix of like IPA hazy. This is great, dude.
So one thing we always hear is that a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like hazies, or they're like, oh, I get a hazy and it's all thick and I feel like I'm drinking a, so we kind of wanted to make a very drinkable hazy that's like crushable, but you still get all the aspects that you want out of a hazy IPA without feeling like you're drinking a milkshake.
Yeah. That's
when you're but it's not quite as bitter as your traditional West Coast IPAs. So it's a little bit more approachable sort of IPA for people that might not ordinarily tend to shop for an IPA.
when you're trying to find that perfect blend, or like you said, when you're trying to find something not so thick, but also not too thin, how do you go about that process? Is it just like you keep drinking, keep making and keep drinking, or you get more people involved?
No more people, just us two.
Yeah.
So you just make it and keep drinking.
I'm available to taste test, boys. I'm available.
It is so funny you guys say it's just us two because, dude, congratulations to you guys. I mean, all these beers are amazing so far, but to have the to do what you did, Marlo, to kind of sell it inside the family and inside the brand, and then to be able to find Josh and do what you guys are doing is amazing. The last beer I just want to get to, because we got to do this before we get out of here. The West Coast IPA, the local. This is really what a great name for a beer. You talk about names being taken, dude. Local. What a great name.
I'm shocked it wasn't taken. I was so surprised.
All right, what are we looking at here? What do you want us to know here about this West Coast IPA, the local?
Well, Scott, why don't we wrap up for TV, because we got 30 seconds and we'll keep going for podcast.
Okay. All right. For those of you that are watching on TV on Channel 4 San Diego and Channel 4 Santa Barbara, Channel 118 Palos Verdes in Orange County, when you come to San Diego, you want a burger and a beer, you go to Hodads, be it in OB, downtown, Petco Park, whatever. For the rest of you guys that are listening and you're on the podcast, we'll keep going. But for those of you on TV, you're going to have to come to YouTube. Stick around, everybody.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Arash Markazi here, inviting you to catch my show, The Arash Markazi Show, on the mightier 1090. We are on every Monday through Friday from noon to 1 p.m. Pacific time. Join me and producer extraordinaire G. Wiley, where we chop up Los Angeles sports and try not to piss too many people off.
The all-new and mightier 1090. Happening all month long at BMW of San Diego. Get 0.9% APR for 36 months on all in-stock 2017, 2018, and 2019 BMW certified models. BMW San Diego, Kearny Mesa Road and the 163.
Great things can be achieved when a community comes together. Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community. Watch Doing More Sunday night at 6 on YourView or stream it online at yourview.com. Brought to you by Subaru of El Cajon, an extraordinary experience for everyone.
I've been a part of this community for a long time, and giving back is what we do. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego. Grand prize is this $4 million luxury home, or you could win a car, vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a prize. And you'll feel good knowing your raffle purchase goes to help families like the Lechugas. Get your tickets now for the San Diego Giving Back Raffle.
Happening all month long at BMW of San Diego. Get 0.9% APR for 36 months on all in-stock 2017, 2018, and 2019 BMW certified models. BMW San Diego, Kearny Mesa Road and the 163.
Kaplan and Crew tonight presents Let's Talk Hookup.
Hi, this is Pete Gray with this week's Fish Report, and we're going to focus our attention on San Diego area this week, and great action at the Coronado Islands. Mixed bag fishing, really fun fishing for yellowtail, bonita, barracuda, bass, fun time fishing, but be sure you have all your proper documentation when you enter Mexican waters. The Mexican officials have been checking. Down off of San Diego, right behind the Coronado Islands, 425, a lot of big beast bluefin tuna on the flatfall jigs at night, and a few on the flyer on the kite rigs too. So just be prepared with a minimum 100-pound test with this big fish and be ready to go. Tomorrow, live broadcast at Let's Talk Hookup at Encinitas Ford, corner of Encinitas Boulevard and El Camino Real. So come on down and join us, or tune in on the Let's Talk Hookup app or the mightier 1090. We'll see you next week.
Let's Talk Hookup airs on Mightier 1090, Saturday and Sundays, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Pete Gray
Ray here, inviting you to catch my show, Let's Talk Hookup, every Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Time. For over 30 years, we've been the voice of the fishing community for Southern California, and so glad to be back on the big stick.
The all-new and mightier 1090.
Great things can be achieved when a community comes together. Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community. Watch Doing More Sunday night at 6 on YourView or stream it online at yourview.com. Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego keeps families close to their hospitalized child. Stop by your local McDonald's today to make a donation or visit redshoedaysd.com.
The Olympic Games, where the world's best athletes will compete on the most prestigious stage. Catch all the action leading up to the Olympic Games on Guide to the Games every Tuesday on YourView. The series examines the qualification process, the history of the Games, and the teams and athletes that are expected to shine, plus information about the rules, events, and competitors. Don't miss Guide to the Games, Tuesdays on YourView.
Great things can be achieved when a community comes together. Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community. Watch Doing More Sunday night at 6 on YourView or stream it online at yourview.com. Sponsored by The Barnes Firm, partnering with Shelter to Soldier and saving lives two at a time. Visit thebarnesfirm.com/shelter to soldier and help save more lives. Time now for Kaplan and Crew tonight's Community Connect.
Step up. You know, we're breaking that stereotype of what a homeless person is, this subculture society. We're just brothers, sisters, mom, dad, grandmas, and grandpas being part of the solution instead of part of the problem.
So, ladies and gentlemen, left-hand side.
We make sure that there's no drug dealing, drug use, encampments around their facilities, or anywhere in our neighborhood. We self-police, and that's all a testament to the folks here that used to be out there.
Watch out for sharp objects, ladies and gentlemen.
Ed's, once again, he's a perfect example of the caliber of the men and women that have been outside on the streets.
Here in San Diego for over 50 years, have worked all my life since 1975. But suddenly I had a stroke and I lost all muscle control. One of the things you never think will happen to you, but it can.
The onus of responsibility need to go to our folks like Ed, people you've seen here that have tremendous skill, and give them the opportunity to shine. It's that peer-to-peer support, talking to the folks out there and bringing folks in here to start the process.
Let's go.
We are in the hope business. What we do every day and what we've done for 40 years is to provide kids and families going through critical illnesses hope that tomorrow's going to be a better day. My favorite wish is the next one, because that is the power of our organization, is to bring hope to kids who are going through something right now, and hope can't wait. So people can get involved now by donating resources. They can donate in kind. They can donate their time as volunteers. They can donate dollars, because kids are still getting diagnosed with illnesses that qualify for Make-A-Wish every day. So people can visit us online at sandiego.wish.org. They can visit us and follow us on social media. There are so many ways to get connected, and people can help in many, many different ways. We need your support now more than ever, because illness doesn't take a vacation and it doesn't take a break because of COVID-19.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's Community Connect is fueled by the mightier 1090. Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas. From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your Health. Join Erica Cardenas as she introduces you to health experts and discover how our daily choices affect our well-being. Plus, learn simple tips for healthier living. Your Health, Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on YourView and yourview.com. Only at Stanton Optical can you get same-day eye exams that test your vision and eye health for under $50. Stop by or call us at 1-800-STANTON. Eye exams are provided by independent eye care doctors.
Don't worry, Gracie. The curtain only goes up when everyone has a part to play. Whoa, okay, I gotcha. Uh-oh, whoa, watch out for those audio cables.
I'm gonna be sick.
To the left! I am not going out there without Gracie.
Neither am I. A little help?
No pressure.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.